I've been dieting for 15 years. I've been on, on off with my weight. And this is literally the first program that I've ever actually had results. So I can't speak to that enough. Like, that to me is just amazing.
What's going on, everybody? I'm here with Kelly. Now, Kelly is a client of DLS Training. She's been with us for the past few months, and she's just going to go over her experience with working with us, what she thought about the plan, the program, and, some of the results for any of y'all out there that want a little bit more information. So the first question I want to ask you, Kelly, is what were you struggling with before, you started working with DLS Training?
I was really just struggling with my confidence, just how I felt about my body and how it looked. And I just finally hit a point where I needed help figuring out what to do, because I couldn't go on feeling the way I was feeling and then also be productive in like my everyday life. Like, it was just becoming such an issue mentally with me. Yeah. So that's why I reached out.
So the next question I want to ask you is, what were we able to help you solve? Once you started working with us, what were you able to overcome?
Well, I feel a lot better. I stress about my body a lot. Like, that just takes up a lot less mental real estate than it did when we initially started the program. Cause I did, I definitely went down in the pant size, and I guess I just don't think about my body as much, which I don't know if that's like supposed to be the results, but it's true. I just don't think about my body as much as I used to when I started. The biggest thing that I'm going to like run with on this is, Caitlin, my coach, really, well, and I was watching the intermittent fasting videos, and that was like, oh my God, I've never had results like that in my life. Cause that was something I talked to you about originally, was like, I've tried a billion programs and nothing ever works. And I get mad 2 months in and then I quit. Whereas in 3 weeks, I started seeing a difference. And I thought that was really, really cool, because y'all like actually taught me like how to actually do intermittent fasting right.
And for those of y'all that are watching, we don't just give the clients intermittent fasting, we give them what's going to work for them. And obviously intermittent fasting is what worked for Kelly. Like she said, we taught her how to do it, and that's what we do. We teach our clients how to do stuff. We don't just tell them, we actually show them the steps, so that way they're able to do this, on their own. The next question I want to ask you is, what were some of the results, whether it be physically, mentally?
I think I kind of answered that question before with my last one. But yeah, like I said, I'm down. I've started at like a size 13, and now I'm at a size, I can get into an 8 pretty comfortably.
Awesome.
So that's awesome. And just from never having any results ever in any past program, I'm super stoked about that. And then, like I said, I just mentally, I'm feeling a lot. I have more energy for sure. And I don't stress and feel bad about my appearance as much as I did when I started.
I want to ask you about the workouts and the meal plan, but let's go ahead and start off with the workouts. How did you feel about the workouts that we created for you?
I loved them. Like, I honestly, they were fun, challenging, but like they were fun. I like the way it's set up to where you can like count your reps and all that, and that way like how you're progressing, and obviously there's modifications and stuff you can do. So I liked the workout. I like that kind of the high intensity interval. Like, I like that kind of exercise to begin with. I've never been a cardio person, so it was actually just perfect to be able to just do while you're watching TV. I got a lot of watching done, but while I was working out in my living room. So the other thing that I was surprised about too was, it's not, I think when you go into like a weight loss journey, you think you have to work out like every single day, and it's like 20 minutes for like 3 or 4 days a week. Like, it's not like this huge, thing you have to focus on. I mean, you have to do it, but I thought it was cool that I got results when I didn't have to totally like overdo it.
Yeah, most people think it's about quantity. The more you work out, the more results you're going to get, and that's not the case. It's the quality of your workouts. People that they're working out for hours every day and they're not really seeing results because they're not really doing the right type of workouts. And when you learn how to work out the right way, you're going to realize that you really don't need to be working out every single day for that long. So what about the meal plans? How did you feel about them?
They were good. They were very easy dishes to do. Like I was telling you, for me, I'm not a big cooker. So what I would do is I would get her meal plans, and I would kind of go to HEB or Subway and be like, okay, today it's a turkey wrap. So we'll get a turkey, and I tried to keep it as fresh as possible, but I'm not a big cook. I don't have a ton of cooking supplies, but there were some actually really like delicious recipes that I like to try. I wanted to try again. it's not as daunting as people think. You know, you think meal plan and you're like, eesh, like, but actually there's, you know, I was surprised when every once in a while there'd be like pasta or something on there. And it's like, oh, okay, so I can still eat like food that I actually like.
We try to make it work. You know, it doesn't have to be restrictive. It doesn't have to be,
Yeah.
you know, chicken and broccoli every day, salads. You know, there's a wide variety of stuff that you can actually eat. And that's what we try to teach our clients to make it sustainable. So the last question I want to ask you is, what would you say to somebody who's on the fence? You know, somebody who's thinking about training with us, but a little skeptical, not sure if they should get started or not. You know, what would you say to somebody like that?
Well, I mean, the first thing is, again, like I've been dieting for 15 years. I've been on, you know, on off with my weight. And this is literally the first program that I've ever actually had results. So I can't speak to that enough. Like that to me is just amazing. And then two, like I said, it's easier than you think. Like it's not, I was pretty intimidated when I went in. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't know what to expect. But then when we actually like got the program going, I was like, this is not like it's doable. It's actually doable. And it's not like a huge, you know, chunk out of your life that you're changing. Yeah. It's actually the way they have it set up is very like, it just feels natural. Like this last couple weeks have been, you know, the nutrition and anything. I don't even like think that I'm trying. I just, you know, get the plan, look it over. I know when to eat and when, you know, so I was just amazed at how actually habit forming it was, which I know is like your thing, the thing. So
thank you for doing this. Thank you. You're such a great client. For those of y'all that are watching and want a little bit more information about DLS training, about our services, I'm not sure where you're watching this, but there should be a link somewhere above or below this video. It'll take you to our page. It'll give you some more information, and we'll offer you a free consultation where we'll talk one-on-one. We'll get to know your struggles, your goals, and help you gain some clarity on what you need to do. And if you feel like this is a good fit, then we'll let you know what you got to do to come on board. It's that simple. Or if you have me on social media, shoot me a message and we can talk. But that's pretty much it. Thanks again, Kelly. You were such a great client, and thank you for doing this interview.